Alright, what's happening, guys? Welcome back, Let's talk about the Gowutar GR23. This red dot optic is catered to rifles. Very nice, very nice. I'm going to do a quick tabletop review with some range footage, drop my honest thoughts. Very important. Now, full transparency, Gowutar did send me this optic for an honest review. They did not influence me whatsoever, didn't tell me what to say, so all my thoughts are my own. I'm familiar with their optics. I did a review on a GP1, which is a micro red dot. Found it to be fantastic. Let's get into this one. All right, first let's see what's in the box. So obviously you get the Gowutar GR23. I can tell you that this guy feels very, very good quality, feels very sturdy. You have a door right here you unscrew on the side to insert your battery. Getting a little bit more detail with that, when you adjust the elevation or windage, there are audible clicks. It does feel tactile, which is a plus and a sign of like good quality. So that's also my Gowutar. The brightness buttons, I think they're very well done. They have just the right height to them, very streamlined. And this right here is not anywhere close to full brightness, but I can tell you this guy gets very, very bright. Took this bad boy out to the range, had no issue whatsoever in a bright shooting range. The glass was extremely clear. I love how it's recessed to protect the glass of the optic. You have a Picatinny rail mount right here, very easy to install. I like that it comes with a riser, so you can do like a true co-witness with iron sights on a rifle. I'm going to come back to this though. So in the box, you get quite a few things. So like I said, obviously you get the optic. They send you a nifty sticker here for your safe. Get a nice instruction manual. Gowutar.com. Some product specs. Tells you what comes inside the box. You have the reflex sight itself, a CR23 battery. Kudos to Gowutar for supplying a battery, a mini adjustment screwdriver, and a lens cloth. It is a 3 MOA dot. So you get the sticker, you get the manual. Here is your lens cloth, pretty cool. Now you have this end right here to actually torque down the Picatinny rail mount. I crank mine down pretty tight. I think the standard is like 15 inch-pounds. I go up to like 17 and 20, but that's just me. You have this end right here for the windage and elevation. This portion right here is to remove the battery door. I'll actually do that right now. There goes your CR23 battery that they sent you. Really convenient and cool. Now here's something very awesome. So you can see the battery is out of the optic. And it does have a solar panel at the top, which I love solar panel optics. It's a great failsafe. And you might be wondering, does the optic work without a battery with just the solar power? And yes, it does. How cool is that? So there you have it. You have peace of mind. If your battery, for whatever reason, goes out, dies, you have solar backup. The fact that this optic is only $158.99 right now on Amazon is absolutely insane to me. For my range session, I had absolutely zero issues with this optic. It performed flawlessly, it maintained zero. The glass was extremely clear. That's just a little bit of dust on the glass. That's from like my range session. But yeah, this thing was awesome, man. Absolutely awesome. Super impressed with the quality for the price point. I personally think, I mean, this is my honest opinion. I think if Gowutar keeps making these solid optics like this, they are going to crush the red dot market in the next few years. Because I have some of the more expensive brands, very, very similar models, and I can say this performed just as well. Now, I don't have this long term. Time will tell if the optic maintains reliability, if it still functions flawless, but I have no reason to believe that it won't based on the other optic I have from Gowutar. And I think they're putting out good stuff, man. So I guess I should talk about some of the specs on this and cool features. So of course you have the solar failsafe, works without a battery, awesome. On the site itself, they are saying that this is an enhanced durability optic. It feels that way, doesn't feel cheap at all. It's matte black. I think it's made out of aircraft aluminum, but this thing is legit, man. There is a manual brightness mode for this where you adjust the brightness manually with the buttons on the side. And there is also an auto mode, which has a light sensor and it adjusts the brightness based on the ambient lighting. Let me crank up the power a little bit, the brightness. You can see that gets really bright. No issues whatsoever with brightness. 3 MOA dot, not tiny, not super large, kind of that sweet spot. I had no issues hitting targets at the range, getting solid groupings after I dialed it in. These are designed for rifles. And underneath this riser, it also has an aim point micro mount. It does have motion activation, so if you set it down for like 4 minutes or so, it will turn off to conserve power. You pick it back up, kicks right on. Battery life is rated, this is on their site, 160,000 hours to 55,000 hours. Now, of course, mileage varies on use, brightness, whether you're using it in auto mode, manual mode. But even at the lowest 55,000, I mean, if you change the battery out once a year, you're going to be good to go. IPX7 water rating, so it is waterproof and you can submerge it. I mean, you're not going to go to the depths of the ocean, but you can have confidence that if you're caught out in the rain, your optic is not going to die on you. It also is fog proof. It's shockproof 1500 Gs, which is more than enough for a recoil and impact. So in closing, what do I feel about this optic? Final thoughts. Like I said, at the range, perform flawlessly. This red dot right here competes with 100% the more expensive optics out there. Again, so far, I haven't had it long term, and I think even Gowutar themselves would appreciate this honest review, just being transparent. So far with my experience, this has performed just as well as the more expensive optics out there. Final thoughts on the GR23. Would I recommend it to someone? Absolutely. Look at the GR23 by Gowutar. I do not believe you're going to be disappointed at all. I think if these guys keep making great optics at affordable prices, they will take over the market at some point. Some of the bigger brands and names, they started somewhere. Gowutar has been around for a bit, but they're not like a household name yet. I think they will be. So that's going to wrap up this short review, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope I steered you in the right direction. If you currently have this optic, you may or may not, it's pretty new. Or if you have other Gowutar red dots and optics, drop those thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about your models? What has been your experience? So far, my experience has been great. Thank you, Gowutar, for sending this optic out for review. Had a blast testing it out. You don't have to pull my arm too hard to get me out to the range. So yeah, super awesome of them. All right, guys, 2 thumbs up from me. Seems pretty reliable, pretty sturdy, awesome price point, kind of a no-brainer to me. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoy the content, not a subscriber, hit that sub button, like. Catch you guys in the next one. Later.